Hey everybody, it's Adrian here. Today I just wanted to talk about a very simple kind of question or topic. I'm feeling quite lost right now, and I'm not sure if I can turn this a little more towards me. Anyway, it is what it is. So, see, that kind of mentality as well, like, it is what it is. Maybe it's not, How much power do I really have over any situation? Well, first of all, I have to become self aware enough to realize whether I have or I don't have that much power to control the situation I'm in. And I truly believe that I do have that power right now, though I can't help it but to feel helpless. Helpless, not hopeless. I'm feeling weak. I'm feeling like powerless. So I'm not trying to sugarcoat this, right? I'm 31 years old. I'm soon gonna turn 32. My boy is 6. He's gonna be 7 very soon as well. And I feel like I'm failing him somehow. Like he's this superior soul that incarnated into the body of a dog that came here with a specific mission, which is to help me in my journey creating Heavenarian and delivering that story to the world. And I feel like I'm not doing that. I feel like I'm not living life to its fullest potential right now. Like I feel like I'm imprisoning him here, forcing him to stay inside, indoors, for the entirety of the day, except for the 30 minutes we get in the morning and the 30 minutes we get in the afternoon, 40, maybe 50, but it's no longer like it used to be before. And I think this is like a residual element that still stayed after all the craziness that happened last year, all that intensity that I've been through with, all the jobs I was getting, all this intense hardcore mentality that I used to have about everything in life, my diet, my workout, my approach with everything I did, because how you do anything is how you do everything, right? That's what they say, and I think it is true. It makes a lot of sense. I am feeling lost right now because I think the concept of time is really having some big heavyweight pressure on my shoulders right now. I'm feeling this way because I was getting so used to the intensity of my other routine from last year, 2022, that this year, 2023, everything started to go like downhill in a way. The industry is not going through a really nice stage right now. There's a lack of projects, lack of clients, lack of money, lack of funding, lack of everything. So there's not much action going on. Therefore, I'm like, okay, perfect. This is probably the time for me to work on my stuff, right? Heavenarian, Lightshare, my YouTube, everything. And every time I look at him, it's like he's there waiting for me to do something. Every time I look at my boy, he's like, Adrian, when are you making Heavenarian? You're just taking notes. And maybe some sketches here and there, but you're not committing to one thing. And this only adds up to the fact that I now look at myself in the mirror. I no longer see, I'm not going to stand up now, but I no longer see myself in the fitness body that I used to have. It's not the same. I feel weak now when I'm working out. I feel pain. And not that I didn't feel it before, but god damn, it's such a defeating feeling, Like, bro, you're not the same anymore. So I'm gonna try to adjust the lighting, see if that works. Yeah, it's a little better. So, yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing I can say. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how many jobs I'm gonna get. You know, the fact that I'm 31, like I'm saying all the time, I'm not out there, going to clubs or bars or restaurants or whatever, any place, like not the university events. I'm not hanging out, right? And I'm not meeting my friends either, because I'm so committed to my own work, to my own journey, to my own mission with everything I want to do, everything I want to get done. And honestly, it all started from this need to become independent, That's precisely the point that drove me insanely motivated to get it done. The fact that most people believe it's impossible. It's very difficult. You can't do that. Who's gonna pay you for painting artwork and selling it? Who's gonna buy that from you? Yet I'm still doing it, right? I made it. That was at the very beginning. No one believed it could be done. Everybody thought I should get a job, a real job, work at the factory or work at the restaurant or get a job as a waiter at some bar or something. There's tons of different jobs you can do, Adrian. You didn't want to study, so yeah. And I'm like, it's not that I didn't want to study. There was nothing interesting to me to study. I wanted to pursue an art career. And that's what I'm chasing after right now. That's actually the path I'm walking right now. And fortunately, I had supportive parents, especially my mom. My dad tried his best to kind of talk me out of the thing, like becoming an artist and stuff. Not like, don't become an artist, but more like, why don't you look for a real job? What do you like to do in life? Look at your friends. They're studying, they're doing like degrees and stuff in university, and now look at them. They're working at the biggest corporations out there. And I'm like, yeah, Dad. And I talk to them and they say how miserable they feel. They tell me about it. But of course, he doesn't know about that. Long story short, I decided to work very hard to take every kind of job possible and scale it up, just up my game and decide to take on these great challenges and risks that come with them. And let's say I did it for a while, I started actually, when I shaved my head in 2021, first morning of the year, something clicked, something changed, but it was a gradual shift. It's not like, overnight change in anything. It's more like a progressive change. First, I started to get like false alarms, I was going to say red flags, false flags from other different job offers from other companies. Hey, Adrian, so do you want to work with us as a lead concept artist? And I'm like, wow, that's a high position. Yeah, I want it. How much? So they were paying a lot, but then I thought, okay, wait, I have to move to another country. And they never came back anyway, so they never replied. Disappointment after disappointment, I end up landing one job that's paying pretty much a lot more than I've ever expected. It's a freelance job, and there's no schedule commitment, no nothing. It's only deadlines. Yeah, this should be done 4 months by now. So yeah, you got to do like this amount of pieces. You paint them. Send me the sketches. We validate the sketches, and then you keep going. And soon enough, I got this other job, studio job. Amazing. I embraced this new schedule, and this is how I started to mold my mentality, the way I am right now. This is how I started to become who I am, and I loved it. I miss that guy, that Adrian, the warrior Adrian. I wish he could come back, because he's not around much these days, but is this like a cycle? Because sometimes I tell myself this, like maybe, 1 year you lose, 1 year you win, then again, 1 year you lose. So last year I won big time. Is this the year I'm losing? Because it looks like it, Where I was building big time last year, this year feels like it's collapsing a little bit. My economy took a hit. My jobs took a hit. My discipline took a hit this year, 2023. I I was yeah, I just wanted to say that I was creating a lot last year. This year I'm destroying, you know. I was building wealth last year. This year I'm taking that wealth away. So I'm putting that money from my bank account straight into different other things. I bought the camera, I bought the little gadgets that run with it, lenses, filters, microphones. Same story for my computer, to the point where I even thought of buying a new computer, like an entirely brand new computer with all the components and everything from scratch. And I realized that that was going to be a lot of money. It actually feels like it froze in place, like my bank account has not grown for months now, because every time I get paid every month, I just spend the money on something else. And it's not like it's pointless things either. Or at least that's what I tell myself. Maybe some of them are indeed pointless. Like, I'm actually returning this little Wi-Fi camera that I wanted to try, to kind of keep my boy under control, like to know exactly what's going on and stuff like that. But since he's around all the house, because that would work for one room, but he's around all the house, so I would need probably 10 of those cameras, to cover all the corners and stuff. But that's not the reason why I'm returning it. I'm returning it because it's not really that fast, and the connection is choppy, and it's not my Wi-Fi, because that's one of the things that I improved. My Wi-Fi network. I bought a new router that's so much better than anything we had before, and I noticed a great improvement, like 10 times better actually. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm realizing. That probably I spent money on things that I didn't really need, but I feel like that puts an extreme amount of pressure on my shoulders as well. Like, hey, you got this new fucking great microphone now. What are you doing with it? And here I am recording on the iPad only, with no external equipment. So that makes me kind of anxious about like the amount of things I have to get done. Like, I'm aware of the fact that, bro, we have to record videos, we have to make videos, we have to make content, edit everything. The thing is that I feel like I've been recording so much body of work that I'm not editing any of it. So it's just occupying storage room, on my disk drives. And that's what I probably feel, that I'm not doing anything with this. I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, probably I should get to do something with it, and don't worry so much about like, you're no longer the same guy, you are lazy now, you're thinking things twice, you're overthinking stuff, you're not respecting your diet. Because there's so many aspects that I'm still respecting actually, like the frequency of how often I'm eating. I still keep that down to one meal a day. The thing that changed has been definitely the carbs, fats, and protein combinations. Like, it's no longer the same ratios. I definitely eat a lot more carbs now, and I guess that's what's making me feel so bloated and tired, and I feel like I'm losing myself in the journey, right? That's why I'm probably feeling so lost. Same story with the mental food, right? I notice how I now consume a lot more junk content online, like just pointless videos. I'm actually watching StarCraft gameplays now and kind of learning how to play. For what? I'm not playing any video games. Though I want to play video games, of course I feel like, yeah, I should probably try StarCraft again, Yeah, I should. No. Remember what you said. You said we're only going to play PS2 games from the 2000s, like Jak 2 and all those childhood games that I remember with dear respect and excitement. And maybe I will, But you can't do it alone, and you can't do it offline. You have to record yourself and live stream that. Why? Why do I have this pressure on me? Why do I think that my life is a fucking movie or something, like something to be recorded, processed, edited, and posted out there for anyone who wants to see it? Why can't I just record it for myself? That's a question I don't have an answer for. Probably I get mixed all these concepts of like putting yourself out there, getting exposure. It's the same behavior when you're trying to get a job, you know? It's just that I'm probably trying to create a name for myself, and I have to decide who I want to be, because whether it's for a good or a bad thing, that guy is going to change the game, you know, it's going to change everything. Maybe not in the world, but it's going to contribute to that little, it's going to be my little grain of sand on this beach, right? So it's going to matter a lot to me, the shape that guy takes. And I was really in love with the guy I was becoming. And now I feel like I'm drifting away from that a little bit. And I don't want to let that happen. Of course not. But I keep getting this doubt, you know, this seed of doubt in my mind. Like, am I really the same? Can I really keep this up? Because I was convinced, like, this is going to be my life from now on, you know? I'm going to run twice a week. I'm going to run barefoot. I'm going to live barefoot. I'm going to do cold showers, cold exposure. I'm going to work out. I'm going to work out this way. I'm going to work out in this specific way that allows my body to kind of grow stronger. Not only my muscles, but everything is going to just solidify my body and turn me into this very strong, resistant being that can take up any challenge. And right now I'm feeling like a bump in the road, you know, like I was going this way and it's like boom, you know, and it feels quite deep, not gonna lie. But yeah, I try not to worry too much about it, you know, like, okay, I'm 31, I'm still okay, right? But when I'm 35, that's when I'm gonna get a lot more pressure, a lot more stress. It's kind of incredible how we suffer a lot more in our imagination than we suffer in reality. Because maybe most of these things are not even confirmed, you know. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say any of these things to me, you know, or about me. So it's mostly in my mind, I think. It's been 22 minutes and I feel like we should let it here, but maybe I'll continue in another day. You know, I just wanted to record this for myself in the future to see and remember this day. October the 3rd, remember this day, okay? This is when I'm starting to feel this great, you know, darkness again. I guess it's a cycle, so it comes and goes. I'll get out of this one too. The only way out is to move your left foot, right foot, left foot, right? Remember, that's how we get out of hell. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.